Hello, everybody. It's me again. I apologize for the tardiness. The 1 day tardiness. I show up a day too late and a penny too short. No, sir, and no, ma'am. I was in Italy visiting my Guru Maharaj. It was a wonderful time. I just got back last night. I was traveling yesterday. So, my Guru Maharaj, I would have to say this because I would love for anyone who doesn't know Radhanath Swami. I want to sing his praises right now. He is the most incredible person, the most incredible spreader of peace and the word of goodness and God and everything that you can possibly imagine someone to be. He is that. He embodies that. He embodies what I want to be if I'm ever spiritually awakened. For those who don't know him, and for those who don't know anything even about Bhakti, he's written this amazing book called The Journey Home. Now, this book is good for anyone, whether you're into Bhakti or not. It is full of spiritual awakenings. It's full of epiphanies. It's full of adventure. It's full of laughs. It's full of sorrows. It's full of even scary moments. It's the whole package. Whether you are a spiritual seeker or just looking for a biography, an autobiography, this is something for you. It is an amazing book. It's a simple read. It's got great language, and I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend it to anyone, and I wouldn't recommend not reading it. So go out and get yourself a copy of The Journey Home from His Holiness Radhanath Swami. All right. The second step. The second step. We come to believe that a power greater than ourselves, whom I choose to call Krishna, can restore us to sanity. You know, we talked last week about the first step and the admittance of powerlessness and the admittance of an unmanageable life, whether that was an inside life or an outside life. We talked about that. The second step for me was the actual second burning bush experience that I've had. It was not only an experience of a burning bush of, oh my God, is that what that means? It was as if the weight of the world had just dropped off of my shoulders when I truly understood what those words meant. And not only intellectually, but experientially. So are you guys ready to pick this apart? Are you ready to get through this? So just take a minute, sit there for a minute and take a breath and think about these words. I come to believe that Krishna, or whoever you choose to call God, can restore me to sanity. If you don't believe yourself to be insane, just put healthy thinking. What that really means. So the importance of this for me, and I can share my experience. I remember when that made sense to me. I was just getting clean and sober, just got out of rehab, and I was sitting in the hallway on the steps reading the Narcotics Anonymous basic text with the second step. And I sat just like I told you to. I sat and I breathed and I took a breath and I thought about those words, restoring me to sanity, coming to believe that there's something, and not just something, that God can do it, that God can restore me to sanity, emotional balance, serenity, That's what sanity means. It just means sane thinking. And for a Krishna conscious person or a God conscious person or a person in a 12-step program, sanity means being able to act on the free will that's aligned with God. That's sanity. So why was this like the weight of the world off my shoulders? Why? Well, because I had thought my whole life that maybe therapy or this relationship or that drug or just that house or that country or that city, all of these things, these outside things that I tried over and over and over again to fulfill me, to bring me to a place where I'm like, okay, I'm here. I've got this. Now, my thinking will be sane again. If I just get the right job, if I just get the right drug, the right combination of drugs, the right relationship, if I'm in the right city, if I could just reparent myself, if I only had the right parents, if I only forgave. Every single thing I had tried in my life to restore myself to sane thinking failed. It failed. And then what did I do? What did that cause me to do? That caused me to turn to God and say, God, I've tried everything in this life. I've tried everything in this life. But I believe that you are the only answer. And with that, I had the biggest relief that I can possibly explain. I can't even explain the relief that I felt when those words sank so deep into my heart and into every fiber of who I am, and realized the only solution that I have after that first step of admitting powerlessness and that my life had become completely unmanageable. Why? Because I'm insane or I'm unhealthy. If you don't like the word insane, forget the word insane. Unhealthy thinking, unhealthy decisions, unhealthy behaviors, conditionings. Yeah. And that my life had become freaking completely unmanageable because of that. And nobody could help me. I couldn't even help me. For Pete's sake, I couldn't even help me. I gave up on myself. I gave up on the world. I gave up on people, on places, and on things. And I turned to God. That's like the story of Draupadi, isn't it? For those who don't know, when Draupadi was in, the Kingsman's Court Hall or whatever you call it back then, and nobody could help her. She was a beautiful, beautiful queen who had everything in the world, and and she lost everything within an hour. She lost everything. Her riches, her husband's. She became a piece of property that was gambled away. And she looked at everyone in her family. Everyone was there. Nobody could help her. She couldn't help herself. None of her family could help herself. Nobody could help her. And she finally cried out to Krishna with both arms up and said, Krishna, help me. And Krishna helped her. And I experienced the same thing. I didn't know anything about Krishna back then. I didn't know anything about God back then. Well, inherently, I think we all do, but I had no training, intellectual training or anything like that. It's just so important for me. So important for me. So once we'd admit that we're powerless over our addictions, associated behaviors, and anarthas, and that our lives had become in some way unmanageable, we come to believe that a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity. That power I choose to call Krishna. Now, how can somebody do this without experiencing something? It doesn't have to be. You don't have to fall as deep as I fell. Some people are just born with an inherent knowledge, and some people aren't. But this is a step of faith. This is an important step of faith. It's so important. If we don't have faith that God, Almighty, all-powerful God, Krishna, can do it, then we're again in that cycle of insanity, making the same mistakes over and over again and expecting different results. I tried everything, people. I grew up in New York City. I moved to Philly. I moved to Boston. I moved to California. I got this boyfriend. I got that boyfriend. I did that drug. I went to LA. I went to Berlin. There I was. There I was. Where I go, there I am. With my conditionings, with my needs, my wants. And it doesn't matter where in the world I am. If that's what I'm depending on for my sanity or for my healthy way of thinking, of these outside circumstances, if I am depending on those things, they will let me down. Get my head straight. Get it straight. Get my head in the game. I am powerless, and only a power greater than myself, God, can restore me to sanity. That's it for me. That's it for me. There's so much material energy. We are in a material world under the influences of threefold miseries. Let's not tiptoe around that. This is a middle planet. This is not the greatest place. Of course, there are beautiful things here. There are beautiful trees that give us oxygen, or carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. There are wonders of this world. There are breathtaking, beautiful things of this world. And the human species can't even respect that. We take and we take. That's not sane thinking. This society is not sane. The way it's built, our governments aren't sane. It's all about greed, me, fulfilling, ego, all of those things. How can we rely? There are many powers greater than ourselves. There's the government. They're your parents. Could be your boyfriend. Drugs are powerful than me. I can't control them. Sometimes my codependency is more powerful than I. But if I put my faith in those things will crumble and die and crush me. They will crush me. That's been my experience. So step 1 is about admitting you're not God. And step 2 is about putting your faith that you can have faith in God, and that faith will restore you to better thinking. G-O-D, good orderly direction. God, faith. That's where it starts. So this is a simple one. Step 1, step 2. And next week, we're going to do step 3, because with those 2, we are well on our way. I hope this helps. Thank you for listening to that. And I would like to announce that we are having a 5-year anniversary on the 18th of October at 8 Eastern Standard Time. On Zoom, we will be having an online anniversary bash. It's going to be great. We have Kastuba speaking. We have Raghu speaking. And we have our beloved Mahatma Prabhu speaking. And we're really excited to spend some time with you. We're going to talk about the journey of the Bhakti Recovery Group. We're going to talk about 12 steps. We're going to talk about anartas. And we're all going to come together in community, and it's going to be an exchange. We're going to hear people's stories about how they got clean and sober, whether that was from their codependency or dysfunction, whether that was from eating, whether that was from sex addiction, whether that was from drugs. And we're gonna share our experience, strength, and hope in that 5-year birthday bash. I just can't wait. And another reminder, those in Berlin, please come to our in-person meeting on Wednesdays, which is on Irenenstraße 21 in Lichtenberg in Berlin, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. Looking forward to this. And again, if this helps you in any way, if you really appreciate this, there are so many projects that the board and myself are working on, and these projects are life-changing. If you want to know more about these projects, you can email us at bhaktirecoverygroup@gmail.com. We are starting to write our pitches so that we can get funding. But I can guarantee you every single penny that is ever donated to us or given to us has gone right back into this project, and will continue to do that so that we can spread this word and our offerings can be bigger and bigger. So if you believe in what we're doing, give a little, give a lot, give nothing, whatever. Just keep listening and keep spreading the word. That's a service. Spread the word. Take this podcast and send it to someone who you think might like it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a recovery person. I mean, I think everyone can kind of relate to this. I think so. I don't want to be presumptuous, but I think it's pretty relatable. Tell people about our meetings. Go to our website, www.bhaktirecoverygroup.com. We have 18 meetings a week. Come and join us. You don't need to have a drug or alcohol problem. Many of our meetings are just dysfunctional meetings. We're starting a new meeting called All Anartas Meetings. It's just an Anarta meeting for anyone who's got Anartas, which are anything getting in the way, any behavior pattern that gets in the way of our God consciousness. Or there are attachments to thinking that, like we said in the second step just now, that a power greater than ourselves that we invest too much in, and it's the wrong power. All right, my friends, love you all. And, I was on the donate thing. Just go to the bhaktirecoverygroup.com, and if you go to that website, you'll see a little donate button there. It's like a little purse. It looks kind of cool, actually. I think it's cute. Just press on that and give what you can. And if not, like I said, just spread the word. Please, please spread the word. All right, my lovies, I'll see you next week. And Haribol, Hare Krishna.